Hare Krishna. So let's begin.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. So I was thinking, henceforward in our classes, we can recite the slokas what we have covered in that chapter. If we'll begin with the first sloka, till what we have covered, till that time we'll recite together, then we'll proceed with the new sloka. So with this, what will happen? You will get habituated with the slokas. So like whatever we have covered since the first, today we are going to discuss on the 19th verse, right? 19th sloka. So from the first sloka, we will recite till today's sloka together. So each week, if we do this practice, then slowly we get habituated with the sloka. Then again, we'll go to the second chapter, we'll do for that chapter. So till the first chapter over, we will recite the sloka, whatever we have covered. Is it okay? So that will actually help you to become familiar with the verses. So I'll say, do the screen share. Then I will begin. Okay. So we'll begin with the sloka. First I'll reset. Om Jnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurunmiritam Jena Tasmai Sri Guruve Namah. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Desatarini Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaur Bhaktavinda Ki Jai. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Okay, so together we will recite the slokas. Okay. Dhritarashtra uvacha dharmakshetra kurukshetra samaveta jiyussava mamaka pandavaschaiva kimakurva sanjaya. Sanjaya uvacha दृष्ट्वा तु पाण्डवानीकं व्यूढं दुर्योधनं तदा आचार्यम् उपसंगम्य राजा वचन अब्रवीत्. I'll just zoom it so that all can see that. Okay. You can see the from the screen now. You can read the sloka. Sloka 3. Pasyetam Panduputraanam Acharya Mahatinchamo Vyudham Drupada Putrena Tavasisyena Dhimata Atra Sura Maheshasa Bhimarjuna Samayudhi Yuddhana Viratascha Drupadascha Maharata Drashtaketuschekitana Kasirajascha Viryavan Urujita Kuntivojascha Saivya cha Narapungava Yuddhamanyascha Vikranta Uttamajau cha Viryavan Sauvadra Drupadeyascha Sarva eva Asmakam tu visishtaye tannivoddho dujottama nayaka mama sanyasya samyartham tan bhavimite bhavan vishmascha karnascha कृपाश्च समतिञ्जय अश्वत्थामा विकर्णश्च सौमदत्तिस्तथैव च अन्ये च बहवः शूरा मदर्थे त्वक्तजीविता नानाशास्त्रप्रहणना सर्वे अपर्याप्तं तदस्माकं बलं भीष्माभिरक्षितं पर्याप्तं तु इदम् एतेषां बलं भीमाभिरक्षितम् अयनेषु च सर्वेषु यथा भागम् अवस्थिता भीष्मम् एवाभिरक्षन् भवन्तु सर्व एव हि तस्य संजनयन् हर्षं कुरु वृद्धा पितामह सिंहनादं विनद्योचे शङ्खं दद्मो प्रतापवान् तथा शङ्खश्च भैर्यश्च वनवानकगौमुख सहसैवाभ्यान्त्यः सशब्दतुमुलो भव ततः श्वेतैर्हयैर्युक्ते महती चन्दने स्थितौ माधव पाण्डवश्चैव दिव्यौ शङ्खौ प्रदद्मतौ पञ्चजन्यं ऋषिकेश देवदत्तं धनञ्जय पौण्ड्रं दद्मौ महाशङ्खं भीमा कर्मवृकोधर अनन्तविजयं राजा कुन्तीपुत्रो युधिष्ठिरः नकुलः सहदेवश्च सुघोषो मणिपुष्पकौ काश्यश्च परमेशास शिखण्डी च महार्थ दृष्टद्युम्नो विराटश्च सात्यकीश्चापराजिता द्रुपदो द्रौपदेयाश्च सर्वश पृथिवीपते सौभद्रश्च महाबाहु शङ्खं दद्मौ पृथक् पृथक्. So today we'll begin from the verse 19. I'll just share the screen. Verse 19. Okay. So now, verse 19 we have not covered, right? No, it is covered. Verse 19 covered last time, I guess. Verse 19 is covered. We have covered in the last time. सघोष धृतराष्ट्राणां हृदयानि व्यदारयेत् नभश्च पृथिवीं चैव तुमुलो भयानुद्यात्. So we covered now. When the Pandavas they blew their conchs by hearing the sound, the whole Kauravas they become very terrified because that sound created terror in their heart. Saghosha Dhritarashtra means the son of Dhritarashtra. Saghosha, by hearing that vibrating sound, Hridayani Vyadharayat, their hearts are Vyadharayat, means Vyadha, it becomes very painful. Navascha Prithivim Chaiva, and it filled the whole sky and the whole earth. Tumulo Bhayanudya, that tumultuous sound which has rised from the Pandava side, that created terror in the heart of the whole Kaurava dynasty. This is the 19th sloka. So we'll begin today's 20th sloka. So very interesting sloka this is, because we are now covering the signs of Pandava's victory. The signs in the so what are the signs that is shown in the Pandava side that explains that their victory is for sure. So that we are going to discuss now. So sloka. Okay, so there are two nice stories are there that I am going to now explain. Very beautiful stories are there. Okay, so let's read the purport, then I'll explain. That will be good. I'll just show you the purport. Okay. Somebody can read the purport. Yes, 19 sloka you can read. Gaurav Prabhu, you can read the purport. Your voice is not coming.
Now,
Now it's coming.
when Bhishma and the others on the side of Duryodhana blew their respective conch shells, there was no hard by the Pandavas. One who takes shelter of the Supreme Lord has
The voice quality is not. Sometimes it is coming, sometimes it is not coming.
might be there is
Yes, Prabhuji. All this time I was not able to hear only.
Gaurav Prabhu. Or else you can directly speak in the phone's mic. I think that will be good. Because I think that mic is not working.
Okay, now it is audible.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes. Now
Okay.
it's audible.
Okay. When Bhishma and the others on the side of Duryodhana blew their respective conch shells, there was no heartbreaking on the part of the Pandavas. Such occurrences are not mentioned, but in this particular verse, it is mentioned that the hearts of the son of the
Dhritarashtra.
Dhritarashtra were shattered by the sounds vibrated by the Pandavas' party. This is due to the Pandavas and their confidence in Lord Krishna. One who takes shelters of the Supreme Lord has nothing to fear, even in the midst of the greatest calamity.
Yes. So even in the midst of the greatest calamity, if somebody has taken shelter of Lord Krishna, then he has no worries. So there are two nice stories. So I think last time we have discussed till now, and the stories were remained. I told that
Yes,
the
yeah.
next
Yes,
class will
Prabhuji.
discuss the stories. Yeah. So we'll discuss the story. So the story one is a Kapit Dhwaj story. So it is mentioned that when Arjuna went to Rameshwaram, he inquired. इसको मैं minimize, I'll maximize it ना. Slide slow. Okay, somebody can read it now. Is visible?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
Story one, Baldeva.
Baldev means is our one of the Acharya Baladev Vidyavush. So he writes this story.
Okay. When Arjuna went to Rameshwara, he inquired why Rama had to use monkeys to build the bridge to Lanka. He could have used more arrows. A small monkey said that the bridge would break. Arjuna said that he would make a bridge of arrows that no monkey could break. The monkey challenged him. If Arjuna won the challenge, the monkey would become a servant. If the monkey won, then Arjuna would commit suicide. Arjuna made a bridge of arrows several times, but each time the monkey broke it. When Arjuna decided to commit suicide, a Brahmana boy appeared and said the contest should have an arbitrator.
Yes, Prabhu, can continue.
Prabhuji, next slide.
I changed my slide. Can read now.
Acha. Therefore, again, the challenge was made. This time, the monkey could not break it. He even expanded his form until it was huge, but still he could not break it. The monkey then realized that the Brahmana was his master and exclaimed Rama. Arjuna recognized him as Krishna. Krishna then advised them not to take, not to make a contest like this, but reminded the monkey that he should fulfill his promise by placing himself on Arjuna's flag.
So this was a nice story we saw here. How because here it is mentioned. So whenever you are reading Bhagavad Gita, like we are reading Bhagavad Gita as it is explained by Prabhupada in our ISKCON. So before Prabhupada came, there are other acharyas also. So here it is written Baladev. So Baladev Vidyabhushan is a famous acharya who also gave commentary on Bhagavad Gita. As you remember, if you remember in the journey of self-discovery course in the last session, I told that disciplic succession. So we have to understand this knowledge in a parampara. Not that anybody will speak, then you have to hear that. Otherwise, it will get misdirected. So this knowledge is coming in a disciplic succession, and I told that there are 4 paramparas. Brahma, then Lakshmi, then Lord Shiva, then 4 Kumaras. We are the 4 parampara. And our parampara, we are belongs to Lord Brahma's parampara. And in that Brahma parampara, all these acharyas are comes. So one famous acharya known as Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. And then his disciple is Balladev Vidyabhushan. And like that, in the recent scenario in 1965, Prabhupada become the founder of ISKCON Society, like that. So this Baladev Vidyabhushan, the acharya, he writes this story. That this story shows that how there is a high chance of victory in the side of Pandava. Why? Because of this Hanuman was there in the flag. And if you remember in the Treta Yuga, Hanuman become the major turning point to get a victory in that war. And if Hanuman is there in the side of the Pandavas, then who can defeat them? So then this story he was explaining that once Arjuna was, when he was going for the celestial weapon, at that time he went to that Ram Setu and he told that, why Lord Ram has to work so hard and one stone he has to put and take all the Banar Sena. He could have called me, in one arrow I could make the whole bridge. I have such a power. So Ram couldn't make with arrow. So Arjuna was thinking like that way. So that time this monkey, he came and told that your arrows won't work here. And he told, how can you say like that? Well, you can try it. Well, okay, let's have a challenge. If I'll make the arrows, then you have to become my servant. So the monkey told yes. And then Arjuna told that because Arjuna was Kshatriya, he has so much pride. Okay, if I get defeated from you, then I'll suicide here. I'll commit suicide. Then monkey told yes, okay. And Arjuna made the arrows, the bridge from this side to that side. Just imagine to the Lanka with the arrows. In one arrow, he could make such a big bridge. And in one jump, that monkey could break the whole bridge. And several times Arjuna tried, but each time he was making, the monkey was breaking. And then Arjuna became frustrated and he told that I'm defeated. So as per my promise, let me commit suicide. So that time Krishna came and he told that why you are doing all these things. A challenge will be successful if there is a mediator, right? If there is a third party umpire, then he can see both the things. Who is correct, who is not correct. So then Krishna tells that, okay, now you do again. Now I'm the third party umpire. I'm seeing everything. Okay, now you make the bridge. And this time, when Arjuna makes the bridge, and the monkey goes and jumps in on it, but the bridge doesn't break because Krishna is holding the bridge now. Krishna is there. And that time, the monkey also says that, how could the bridge is not breaking? Because the monkey is not an ordinary monkey. He was the Hanuman. He was in a disguised form. Then Hanuman could realize that this person must be my lord only, because who else has this capacity, this strength to counteract my force? Then Hanuman understood that he is my Lord Ram only, and Hanuman surrenders to him. And that time, that Brahmana boy reveals himself to Arjuna as a Krishna, to Hanuman as a Ram. And he told that you both are my devotees, don't fight between each other. And you should cooperate and you should work together. And then he says, okay, whatever happened, now as per the promise, Hanuman, you got defeated. So you have to become servant of Arjuna. So how can you become servant of Arjuna? So in the future, there is going to be a very huge war, Mahabharat war. And in that Mahabharat war, you have to be in the flag of Arjuna. So, and you have to protect Arjuna, because there will be so many varieties of weapons they will be targeting on Arjuna. So being in that flag, that chariot, you have to protect Arjuna in different ways. That is the reason when there are so many different ways, or sometimes Arjuna was unaware of the arrows that are coming from different directions. Because of Hanuman is there in that flag, it was protected. This is one sign why the Pandavas will come victory in this war. That is explained by Vallabha. So this is the story like that. There is another story also. You see that? Okay, I will see that. Okay, you can read this story too.
Kapi Dwaja, story 2. Surrender unto me. Once, while Arjuna was seeking celestial weapons, the remaining Pandavas wandered to Badri,
Badrikashram.
Badrikashram,
Badrikashram.
high in the Himalayas. Suddenly, the Alaknanda river carried to Draupadi a beautiful and fragrant 1,000-petal lotus flower. Draupadi was captivated by its beauty and scent. Bhima, this lotus flower is so beautiful. I should offer it to Yudhishthira, Maharaj. Could you get me few more? We could take some back to our hermitage in Kamyaka. Bhima grabbed his club and charged up the hill where no mortals were permitted. As he ran, he bellowed and frightened elephants and lions. He uprooted trees and he pushed them aside, not caring for the furious jungle. He climbed a steep mountain until his progress was blocked by a huge monkey lying across the path. Why are you making so much noise and scaring all the animals? The monkey said. Just sit down and eat some fruits. Move aside, ordered Bhima. For etiquette forbade him to step over the monkey. The monkeys replied, I am too old to move, jump over me. Bhima, becoming angry, repeated his order. But the monkey, again pleading the weakness of old age, requested Bhima to simply move his tail aside. Ultimately, powerful Bhima grabbed the tail and tried but failed. Amazed, he respectfully inquired as to the monkey's identity and was overjoyed to learn that he had met his brother Hanuman. For both Bhima and Hanuman were sons of Vayu. Hanuman first embraced Bhima and showed him the huge form in which he had leaped to Lanka. He then offered Bhima the following blessings. I shall remain present on the flag of your brother Arjuna. When you roar like a lion on the battlefield, my voice will join with yours to strike terror into the hearts of your enemies. You will be victorious and regain your kingdom.
So this was another beautiful story where it is explained that how the earlier story was, it was with the Arjuna, and this story was with the Bhima, and the common personality was Hanuman, the both the story. And that is the reason Hanuman was there in the Kapi Dhwaja. Kapi Dhwaja, Dhwaja means flag, Kapi means monkey, because the monkey is there in that flag of Arjuna, so Arjuna's flag's name become Kapi Dhwaja. So this is what Arjuna was going in to find the celestial weapons before the Mahabharat war. And all the Pandavas, they were roaming in the Himalayas. And in the Himalayas, there is a beautiful river called Alakananda. And in that Alakananda river, there was a beautiful golden lotus flower was flowing. And somehow or other it came near our Draupadi. And when Draupadi saw that flower, she became so attracted and enamored. And she told that to Bhima, that please get me some more flower. If I'll get so many flowers, then I can offer this to King Yudhishthir. So then Bhima told, don't worry, it's for me very easy. And then Bhima just charged to the Himalayan mountains and he was roaring and he was frightening all the elephants, tigers. And that time, this old monkey just sitting on the road and he told that, why you are frightening all the animals of the jungle? Eh, it's not a proper thing to do here. So then Bhima was very angry. He told that, why you are just stopping my way? Just get out from my way, remove your tail. So then the monkey told that I am very old. I can't move my tail. I don't have any strength. So why don't you move my tail and you just go ahead in your path? So then Bhima told, okay, no, not an issue. So Bhima tried to move the tail. And when Bhima was pulling the tail, he couldn't move an inch also. Then Bhima realized, my God, I can't move the tail of a monkey. Then Bhima realized this monkey can't be a normal monkey. And then he asked that, who are you, please, my dear sir, please tell, who are you? And then the monkey revealed that I am actually Hanuman. If you remember, Hanuman's father was Vayudev. Vayudev, from Vayudev and Anjana Hanuman born. And Bhima's also father is Vayudev. That's how Vayudev and from Bhima's mother, from there the Bhima was born. So Arjuna's father is like Indra, Yudhishthir's father is like Dharmaraj, and Bhima's father is Vayudev. That's how that Kunti got he got an kind of things from the Surya Dev, that whoever will remember the demigod, he will come and he can give children. So that's how Bhima was born. And then Hanuman realized that, okay, you are my brother only. And they embraces each other. And then Hanuman told to Bhima that don't worry, in the future there is a great war is going to come, and I would be there in the flag of Arjuna to support you. Especially when you will roar like your lions roaring, when you will do that time, I'll accompany you. Just imagine with Bhima's roaring, Hanuman will join. What will happen? So that was happening in the Mahabharata war. With that sound only, it was mentioned that so many soldiers were getting heart attack by that sound the Bhima was producing. With that sound only 50% was already defeated and the rest 50% used to just kill. So that's how the Hanuman was having Bhima especially. And because of these two reasons, it is mentioned that the Pandavas will win, there is no doubt. Because Hanuman was there in their side. Just like Hanuman helped Lord Rama to defeat Ravana in the Treta Yuga. Similarly, in the Dwapar Yuga also, Hanuman is helping the Pandavas to defeat over the Adharma. So that was the story mentioned here. So now we'll read verse 21 and 22. 21 and 22. So I'll say. Okay, this way cover. Ne? So 21 we will read. So we'll recite the sloka, and after the sloka we can recite together. Arjuna uvacha senayar uvayar madhye
सेनयोर उद्योग मध्ये
ratham stapayame achyuta
रथं स्थापयामे अच्युता
yavad etan niriksheham
यावत् एतान् निरीक्षेऽहं
yodhu kaman avasthitan
कामन् अवर्तितं
kairmaya sah yodhavyam
प्रेमया सह योद्धव्यम्
asmin rana samudyame.
अस्मिन्
अस्मिन् रणसमुद्यमे
अर्जुन उवाच
अर्जुन उवाच
सेनयोरुभयोर्मध्ये
सेनयोरुभयोर्मध्ये
रथं स्थापयेमच्युत
रथं स्थापयामश्च
यावदेतान् निरीक्ष्येऽहम्
यावदेतान् निरीक्ष्येऽहम्
योद्धुकामान् अवस्थितान्
योद्धुकामान् अवस्थितान्
कैर्मया सह योद्धव्यम्
निर्मया सह योद्धव्यम्
अस्मिन् रणसमुद्यमे
अस्मिन् रणसमुद्यमे
अर्जुन उवाच
अर्जुन उवाच
सेनयोरुभयोर्मध्ये
सेनयोर्मध्ये
रथं स्थापयेमच्युत
रथं स्थापयामि
अच्युत
यावदेतान् निरीक्ष्येऽहम्
यावदेतान् निरीक्ष्येऽहम्
यद्धुकामान् अवस्थितान्
योद्धुकामान् अवस्थितान्
कैर्मया सह योद्धव्यम्
कैर्मया सह योद्धव्यम्
अस्मिन् रणसमुद्यमे.
अस्मिन् रणसमुद्यमे.
Can recite now?
Yes, sir. Arjuna Vacha
Arjuna uvacha
सेनयोरुभयोर्मध्ये
सेनयोरुभयोर्मध्ये
रातं स्थापयामि अच्युत
रथं स्थापयाम्यच्युत
यावत् एतान् निरीक्ष्येऽहम्
यावदेतान् निरीक्ष्येऽहम्
योद्धुकामान् अवस्थितान्
कामान् अवस्थितान्
कैर्मया सह योद्धव्यम्
कैर्मया सा योद्धव्यम्
अस्मिन् रणसमुद्यमे.
अस्मिन् रणसमुद्यमे.
Yes, Gaurav Prabhu, you can recite.
Yes, Prabhu. Arjuna Yuvacha
Arjuna
अर्जुन
uvacha
उवाच
Senior Ubhayormadhye
सेनयोरुभयोर्मध्ये
Ratham Ratham Stape Me Chayutya
रथं स्थापयाम्यच्युत
Yavad Itne Nirse Hem
निरीक्षे aham. So that is in Sanskrit, it is become silent. So
Okay.
in the previous line also you are saying achyuta is written, there is a silent mark is there. So that is called achyuta. Ratham
Achyuta.
stapayame achyuta.
Ratham Stape Me Achyuta.
Achyuta means Krishna's name, achyuta. Like that. In the third line, yavat eta nirikshe aham. Aham means myself. Aham. So that A is silent here. So aham, like that.
Yavad Ete Nirikse Ham Yodhu Kaman Avasthitan.
Avasthitan. So when there is a mark on the over mark, you are saying on top of A, there is a highlight bar is there. So when there is a bar, that means you have to extend Avasthitan on like that.
Okay.
That's how the Sanskrit, because to equivalent to the Sanskrit word, there is no English word also, not there. So these are the made so that we can pronounce it properly, because Sanskrit is like mother of all languages.
Right.
So in the English proper that vocabulary is not there and proper grammar is not there to pronounce that word. So like that, and in the bottom of the S you can see a dot. When there is a dot means it's a shop, nirikshe, like that, And whenever there is a bar means you have to extend it little more, like that.
Yodhu Kaman Avasthitan. Kermaya Saha Yodhavyam.
Now here also see Kermaya Saha Yodhavyam, like that.
Kermaya Saha Yodhavyam. Asmin Rana Samudyame.
Asmin Rana Samudyame. and below N there is a dot. That means it becomes ana.
Ana.
Na, ana. Two things are there. Na? Asmin rana. Ranabhumi. Like that.
Okay.
You can see the Sanskrit Devanagari word also. You can read Devanagari word.
I can't like. I can try. You
So whatever comfortable, just if it is not understandable, then just for that word you can refer. So here you can see Rana. This is the time. Rana Samudvai. Last line. Asmin Rana. Rana. This is the Rana. Rana. This is the Rana. Same thing. Like that. And this is Maya. Maya means here you can see Care Maya. This is the Maya. Yeah. So like that that English Roman English is used here with this all this little bit of change. By reciting, you will get habituated with.
Sure.
Okay, can read the translation, Prabhu.
Arjuna said, "O infallible one, please draw my chariot between the two armies so that I may see those present here who desire to fight and with whom I must contend in this great trial of arms."
Trial of arms. Yes. Yes, Ram Sankarshan, we want to read?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
Although Lord Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, out of his causeless mercy, he has engaged in the service of his friend. He never fails in his affection for his devotees, and thus he addressed herein as infallible. As charioteer, he had to carry out orders of
Voice is breaking, Prabhu.
and since he did not
Voice is not coming properly.
hesitate to do so.
Gaurav, Prabhu, you are able to hear?
He is addressed
No, Prabhuji, it is
as
breaking.
infallible.
Breaking. Ram
Although
Sankarshan.
he had accepted the supreme challenge.
Now can say.
Yeah, actually, I'm in hospital right now.
Oh, really?
My dad is hospitalized. Yeah, so.
Oh my God. That's because of a network issue.
All right,
So
I will
Gaurav,
read, no problem. Yeah, I will read it.
Gaurav Prabhu, please read. Yeah.
Please.
Although Lord Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead, out of his causeless mercy, he was engaged in the service of his friend. He never failed in his affection for his devotees, and thus he is addressed herein as infallible. As charioteer, he had to carry out the orders of Arjuna, and since he did not hesitate to do so, he is addressed as infallible, although he had accepted the position of a charioteer for his devotee. His supreme position was not challenged. In all circumstances, he is the supreme personality of Godhead. Rishikesha, the Lord of total senses. The relationship between the Lord and his servitor is very sweet and transcendental. The servitor is always ready to render service to the Lord. And similarly, the Lord is always seeking an opportunity to render some service to the devotee. He takes greater pleasure in his pure devotees, assuming the advantages positions of ordering him that he does in being the giver of orders. Since he is master, everyone is under his orders and no one is above him to order him. But when he finds that a pure devotee is ordering him, he obtains transcendental pleasure, although he is the infallible master in all circumstances.
Okay, bro, just wait. We'll just see this purport this time. So see here, Lord is telling Arjuna Vacha. Just see And Senayar Ubhayar Madhye. Senayar means the armies. Ubhayar in between. Madhye. In between the Sena. Ratham Stapaya me Achyuta. Ratham is the chariot. Stapaya means keep the chariot. Achyuta means oh Lord Krishna. Please keep my chariot in between the two armies. Then somebody may say, but you are the fighter, not a spectator, right? What will be accomplished by doing this? Somebody may question. So Arjuna is telling, I am not uh, ordering Krishna to just see. My motive is that Yavad Eta Niriksheham. I want to see. I Nirikshan. Nirikshan means what? I want to do. I want to properly see. What you want to see? Yadhu Kaman Avastitan. Yadhu Kaman means Kama, desire. Those who has come having a desire to fight and avastita, they are situated in front of me. I want to see them. Why? Kair maya saha yodhavyam. Because if you want to fight, then you have to see the chariot. Chariot means I'm going to fight. And then Asmin Rana Samudyame. eh? And these people are situated here in that war field to fight with me. I want to observe the power of the opponent so that I can prepare accordingly and I can fight accordingly. So that was the main motive of Arjuna behind ordering Krishna to place the chariot. So this is the meaning of the sloka. So now let's see what Prabhupada is explaining here. Prabhupada very beautifully tells that just see here the supreme personality of Godhead is becoming the charioteer of Arjuna. And Arjuna is a devotee of Lord Krishna, but instead of getting ordered by Lord Krishna, he is ordering Lord Krishna to do. So it's very surprising to see a devotee is ordering the Lord to take my chariot and keep between the two armies. So how can it be possible? So Prabhupada is putting a question. So then Prabhupada giving the answer that actually Lord Krishna he may be giving salute to that person, but when he comes to home, he plays with his children. To his children, he never orders. He plays with the children. Sometimes he becomes horse, and the child sits on the father's back, and the father plays because that is his family, that is his home. Here he doesn't identify himself as an officer or chairman or CEO. Here he identify as a father and reciprocating with the children. Similarly, the God may be the supreme controller for the whole universe, but when it comes with the pure devotees. When it comes with the premi devotees with the God, God acts as a father and he loves the devotees and he also wants to serve the devotee. Just like a father wants to serve the children by becoming a horse. Similarly, Lord also thinks that, okay, how can I serve my pure devotees? What they want. Similarly, Arjuna was not an ordinary devotee. Arjuna was also a pure devotee. So that's how when Arjuna orders Lord Krishna that place my chariot in between the two armies. So happily Lord takes the chariot and keeps in between the two armies. So this is the relation we have to understand. Otherwise, you may get misjudged the whole Hare Krishna. So there were little unstable from my side also. It looks like that.
Yes, Prabhuji. In between, like it was.
Okay. So the second paragraph, it is explained that as a pure devotee of the Lord, Arjuna had no desire to fight with his cousins and brothers, but he was forced to come onto the battlefield by the obstinacy of Duryodhana, who was never agreeable to any peaceful negotiation. Therefore, he was very anxious to see who the leading persons present on the battlefield were. Although there was no questions of a peacemaking endeavor on battlefield, he wanted to see them again and to see how much they were bent upon demanding an unwanted war. So, like Arjuna was a pure devotee, and because he was a devotee, unnecessary war he was not willing to do. Unnecessarily क्यों खून खराबा करें? So that was the mentality of Arjuna. So, but somehow or other this war was forced by the Kauravas. Because if you remember, before the war, Krishna, as a peacemaker, he went to to the Hastinapur, and he told to Duryodhan that, see Duryodhan, if you give only 5 villages to Pandavas, they will happily rule that because they are Kshatriya, they can't do any other work. They are trained like that from the childhood. So just give them 5 villages, they'll become the kings in those villages and they'll rule it very nicely. Rest of the whole world is your enjoy. But then what Duryodhan told, forget about 5 villages. I won't give a place where you can put a needle also. That much also I won't give. So that was the mentality of Duryodhan. So Acharya mentions that why Duryodhan was thinking like that. Because he was thinking, if I'll give the 5 villages, these Pandavas were so nice and the citizens loves them so much that whole citizen will go to that 5 villages and nobody will be with me. So that was the fear of Duryodhan. So that is the reason Duryodhan didn't give. So Krishna tried his level best for a peacemaking, but somehow the Duryodhan didn't agree and it didn't work out. And then Arjuna was thinking that this Duryodhan has such a bad mentality, and to support his mentality, let me see who all are in the side of Duryodhan. So that was the motive of Arjuna. So actually, who all are there who is supporting this ill-minded person, Duryodhan? Such a person he is. Who all are supporting? So let me just see before the war. Eh, I'll get an idea. So who are in that side? Who are in my side? So in the keeping that in his mind, Arjuna is ordering Krishna to go in between the war. So I think here we should let's end here, and from the next class we'll begin from the verse 23.
Okay, Prabhuji.
You have any question, Prabhu?
No, Prabhuji.
Hmm?
Nothing.
So today very less people are there.
Yeah,
Don't know what happened. Last time because we didn't have that the proper day or what?
I think it is a weekday. That's why
Weekdays, eh?
might be weekend. Everyone is like free. So might be there is a possibilities.
Weekend means Saturday, Sunday.
Right.
Hmm. Saturday, Sunday. Hmm. Okay, let's see for few more weeks. Sunday generally I go out. Saturday I'm there. Saturday generally I take that journey of self-discovery course.
Right. That is our old schedule.
That is. So new batch are now going on one more batch. That
Okay.
is going on Saturday.
Correct.
So, but as you told, Saturday, ठीक है Let's see a few more weeks and we'll take a
Okay.
call then.
Yeah, sure.
Generally, Monday I take Oriya language, and then Tuesday I take English language, and Wednesday I take Hindi language. So
Okay.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 3 days. And Thursday I go to we have a preaching center in
Okay.
Wada town. So I go there on Thursday and I stay there and I do program there Thursday and Friday. Friday night I come here.
Okay.
Saturday I focus for the new people journey of self discovery.
Saturday, your that one more course is there, no, for children also.
Children Gurukul, that is in the morning time. But right now our Gurukul is closed, so that is not happening.
Okay.
So that just whatever class I give in the Gurukul, that Gita classes, that just I do the live. That's it. That is in the morning time. It happened on the Saturday morning. And Sunday, generally, so many guests come here to over the Nico village. Generally, I spend time with them because Sunday so many guests comes. And Sunday evening again, we have a center at Kudus town. After Bhiwandi, people come here, then Kudus town comes. Kudus. So in Kudus, we have a center. So we do evening program there. I go to Kudus and I do program and I come in the night like that. So if you have to change the venue, then Saturday is a possibility. Then
Yeah, like it is a weekend, so
maximum people will come.
maximum people will come. Or either if like everyone agrees, we can shift the time because they might be working from 7 to 8:30.
7 to 8:30.
Yeah. So if it is like if we shift half an hour later, yeah, from 8 to 9, our GOSD timing was from 7:30 to 9.
10:30. Yeah, that is also an option. You can make it little late, 7:30 to 8:30 class, then question answer after 8:30, something like that. That is also an option. Okay. So how is everything going on?
Everything is fine. Things are moving. Good.
So I am very happy to see your chanting is improving now.
Yes, I am also happy. Like now it is almost like 60 days. Like I have stopped everything. So I am being converted into a pure vegetarian now.
Krishna, Haribo. Oh, very nice. 60 days means since we started our JOSD course.
JOSD, right? Correct.
Yeah. Wow. You are missing something or you are happy?
No, I am happy. Like and that craving is also not coming. Otherwise, that craving used to come in a week once. Ki, yaar, chalo, we should order something from outside. But that craving is also not coming. Even on 31st, like New Year,